Now, once again, Zexion is not a Sega CD game. Natu might have an opinion on the list of Sega CD games, but that is not here nor there. We're continuing Zexion. Last time, the Gamma Key was taken, but not by us. Phantom has it, and we met Demos again. Now we have to work our way out of Fidgedar, which is icy and spiky. Now, I mentioned last time we can destroy spikes with missiles, but I barely have any missiles. But I did forget something, that our new weapon, the Arc Plasma, can destroy them as well. There we go. So that would make getting out of here considerably easier. We can just clean up the floor. So the Arc Plasma is our most powerful weapon. It's also a little difficult to aim, because it fires in an arc, not necessarily a straight line. There, much easier. Oh, what about the sheep, though? The sheep are also susceptible to plasma. All spikes must die. But they don't all have to die. Can get some health back up here. I don't think we have anything that can break these at the moment. Oh, these friends. So this is a new kind of enemy. Crystalloids, I think they're called. They don't attack, but if I shoot them, they send whatever energy I fire back at me, like that. Ow. I probably don't want to try that. So, let's not hit them. We could go up or down. According to the map, I have not been either up or down. Well, let's try up. Because if we don't like up, it's always then easier to try going back down. Can't always do it the other way around. Alright. Well, I can slide through that, but I can't get up. A lot of boulders coming our way. And look at this up here. Look at this guy. Get out of here, you. Can't believe him. Just throwing boulders without a care in the world. But it was worth going through that because we get something very useful. The Tunneler. It is an upgrade for the snake. Break through tough rocks. So now our snake can dig. So that's going to be very useful. And we got some bats, which you might remember, bats always drop missiles, which I do not have many of. It'd be very nice to be able to replenish them. And they respawn when they go off screen. If we wanted to spend some time doing that, we don't need to. Alright. There's a missile container right there. We should get that. There's a tunnel that'll take us up out of here, but let's just first plumb this place for what it's worth. Many fish. We're invading the fish home for treasure. The fish, they were hiding a missile container. Well, as we work our way out of Fidjidar... Oh, actually, I did want to... Can I get to that... Let's... Oh, yeah, okay. This is how we get to the other side of that. Knock it off, you. Get out of here. He almost killed me. Alright, so we can take the tube up, work our way out of Fidjidar. Yeah, we're back in Krezozoa, which is good. And now we have this. Alright, so I was about to say, in our quest to get the Gamma Key, it was a failure. We did not get the Gamma Key, but we got something very good out of it in that we got the Arc Plasma, which is going to allow us to open up a bunch of stuff that we were not able to open up before. In addition to being a powerful weapon. Fill out some map while we're down here. We've been spending some time in the water. But I believe that where we're going next, it's not going to be in the water anymore, which is good. Get some variety happening. We can now use this to break these, exposing a missile container. Let's fill out some map here. All right, music changes to something more familiar. We have been here before, but we didn't really have the mobility options that we now have currently. Yep. Slipping off because of this water current. And let's just connect the map. There we go. And now we're in a very early part of the game. But looking at the map, I can see that there is a part going to the right that we have not done yet. Right, because when we were first here back at the beginning, this was too tall, but now we can use our rocket boots to get up here. And I believe we get something very useful here. Well, first a navigation pod. Filling out a bit more around Krezozoa and Machinus. But we see that there is some advanced tech right next to us. Which is the Navcore. So now we can view the entire map. We don't need to be at a navigation pod in order to see it. Now we're just carrying it around with us. So now that we have that, where are we going next? Well, got a missile container. Got missile containers here. Some stuff we could get. Of course, there's the Zexion. Omega Key is way down there. We don't have any means of getting down there at the moment. Beta Key is over here. So we could go to Pulsava and work our way up there to get the Beta Key. That does seem like what we would be doing next. And that does put us back in Machinus. Let's see. We can head this way to get the see if we can get a missile container. There's also a room there we haven't been in. Let's see what that's about. Oh. And also I haven't saved yet. There we go. We're just filling out some map there. Right, we can't go up there from here. Just remind myself of something. Yeah, there's some advanced tech there that we didn't get. So it's considerably easy to get through that now that we have the jump boots. That we got from Phantom. Well, not the boots, rather it's just a boost that we installed on our boots, I guess. Right, this guy. Can we break that? With our... Okay, we can't break it with that. What about our plasma? Nope, wrong direction. We did. And we get the power cartridge. Right, power cartridge improves the power of the machine gun and force blaster, which is the same thing that the power chip does, so they stack. So now machine gun... No, not that. Machine gun and force blaster now get another upgrade. So let's see. There's this area here we have not gone to, which takes us to Chris Moon and some advanced tech. Up here is going to the beta key. I think we should probably get the advanced tech first, so let's go down that way. We could have done this earlier. I ended up going to the left side of the map, which took us to Phobos and our quest for the Gamma Key. According to the map, I have not been down. Yeah, okay, that leads us to there. Let's head down here. So Chris Moon has these like little portals here that shoot stuff, and I think the missiles are... I'm not sure if arc plasma kills them. Missiles might be the only thing. Save point. We could go down. Well, this way leads to the advanced tech. Someone's walking around back there, making a big ol' noise. Oh, and those are... Remember bubbles from Zelda? Specifically Zelda 1? They touch you and then you can't attack for a bit? That's what those are. Save point. Alright, advanced tech over to the right. Let's go get it. And an energy tank. We'll always take an energy tank. We find ourselves surrounded with those crystalloids, but they won't attack if we don't attack them. Alright, so this is the Colossus. Ow. Shoot his hand. And we shot, and something came out of it. That would be the advanced tech. Let's see if we can get it. There we go, we got the lance, which is a weapon for us. It's a melee weapon. Ow. Ow. A little health, and I really do need that right now. Now, some crystalloids have appeared. The reason for that... Ow. I mentioned that he destroyed them. I mentioned that if you shoot crystalloids, it reflects the same energy that you shoot them with. Well, if you have the lance, it reflects you. That killed me. Let's try that again. And with the lance, you can kind of pogo. All right. So Colossus is down. A bunch of crystalloids have appeared, and now we can do this. Right, so now this is, in addition to a weapon, whenever the crystalloids are around, now we have another movement option, as we can just kind of use those to launch ourselves in different directions. Now, we could go down, we could go up. There's an empty room there. We do want to head towards the beta key, so maybe going up is where we should go for the time being. Also, melee weapons are fun. Oh, and they can kill those things. Oh, I can't go over it. No, I can. I thought that was a wall. My mistake. It was not. Okay. And by going there, we can get to this side of that block and push that down, connecting these. All right, so open up a shortcut. Lance can also bust up blocks. I think when I first played the game, the Lance was the first weapon I got that was able to do that. I got it before the Arc Plasma or this. So you can get things in different order. What's this way? Energy tank. Some bugs feeding on that energy. Well, we know that things can feed on the energy. We saw Demos doing that during that boss fight. Filling some... Okay, so this fills in the part of the map that the beta key is in. So we can see that we can keep going up to get to there. Right, so, you know, Demos was real sick. And he had to get better by just feeding on some energy. Oh yeah. Like this little room kind of goes dark. Kill those with missiles. Gotta figure out how to work our way through this. We can also, set off a super bomb to see what's going on for a sec. The problem with that is that, I only have one left. But I can also use the snake to work around to see where the passage is. Let's see. Okay, that way? Can't hurt that. Alright, we can kill those. Alright, we're on some floor. Doesn't seem like there is a way to go from here. Okay, like that. Let's see now. Okay, there we go. There we go. So yeah, snake is probably the best way of working out your way around in there. And we get a missile container. And a mega bomb. Alright, we come back out here. Alright, just a little diversion for some stuff. There we go. Alright, so that connects these. There's a missile container up there. Excuse me, sir. I need your missile container. There it is. There we go. Might as well fill in some map right here. We have not been at the very top of this room, and there's plenty of jellyfish here to greet us. And another mega bomb here in their nest. I can't get up there. Let's see. Well, we could go around there. Right through here. Missile container. And yeah, it says up here, the room above us has the beta key. There it is. Well, unfortunately, we can't go through there. We can't chase them. So that was one of the Hellscar blades, the big red one. His name is Siege. And now he has the beta key. So we have one key at the bottom, Alpha. Phantom has the Gamma key, and Siege has the beta key. So only one more key on the map, which is Omega. But these keys are getting separated. Gotta get them all together. I mean, whoever gets them would have to get them all together to open the door. I guess one strategy could just be, you know, waiting all this out, waiting for everyone else to get the keys, because they're gonna have to go to this door. But right now, we're not at a door, we're on the surface. And it turns out the surface is a bad place to be right now. Fill in some map for the surface. Right, so it's very lonely and quiet underground, but on the surface, everyone is having a big war. So, let's see. We could go down... Can we get down there? Some missile containers. Go over here. There's some advanced tech. Advanced tech, but also there's the beta key, so we can already see where Siege has put it. So we have a direction of where to go. But oh, hello. We'll see if we can do this. Alright, we did it. So that was 1 heavy and 3 normals. Only problem is that my health is quite low. Oh, this is the room where the beta key was. But there is something else here for us, aside from this health. The rocket slide, which is this. So, for example, if we're dealing with these things that are making force fields, we can go faster than the force fields. Well, we did just pass by a missile container. We should go get it. Okay. So going up there would lead to the surface. And we don't really need to go there for the moment. But I think up here... yeah, just some health. And there's a save room nearby. We go up. And this takes us back to Guardia, which is the big vertical area above the Zexion. Ah, right. So we're not doing this yet. This is a special challenge area, which you may note that the music just changed. And we have not seen spikes that look like these before. I think these spikes would kill me in like 2 hits. They do much more damage than anything else. And you might ask, what would we even do? There's nowhere to go. That's correct. There's nothing we can do here yet. That is for much later. But if we did that, it would lead to the advanced tech right there. I cannot get that advanced tech yet. That is not for me at the moment. Yeah, there's that advanced tech. I can't get that. Ow. Ow. But I can get that. And we made it to the top of Guardia, where there's this elevator. We could use it if we wanted. Navigation. Alright, above us... well, first, we have the extraction point, which is after this is all over... we can go there to get extracted. Missile container, energy tank, missile container, advanced tech. Oh, also, if we go to the right, that's back out to the surface. I don't think I can get that advanced tech. I'm trying to think about it, because the advanced tech... we could open it up, since I have arc plasma. Yeah. I could open that. I don't think I could do it at the moment. I should probably have more energy tanks and missiles before that. But then, well, maybe we can do this? Yeah, we do have a boss fight here. We got some walls. Ow. Oh, no walls here. Oh, they tricked me. Let me get a missile container. All right, so we need to power up that other one to get the energy tank. Well, this takes us up to the top of the structure, so we want to see where the extraction point is. You know, when we get the thing, this is where we go. Not much up here. Just an empty surface looking out into the starry sky. Takes us to the other side. Missile container. Turn that on. And we can get that sweet, sweet energy tank. There we go. We'll be back here later for, that. Let's see. Missile container. Let's go up from here. Oh, yeah, that's right. We do have a little icy challenge. So if we went down here... Right, there's a missile container, but there's a door in front of it. We have to open up that door. Make this a little easier by destroying some spikes. Alright. So we can power up the door. Like so. But we have a time limit on that. There we go. I didn't do that well, but I had enough health to tank it. Alright, so, yeah, now that we're done that, let's head out to the left towards the beta key. See, down would go there. That takes us back up to the surface, where all this fun is being had. So you might notice there's some blue soldiers fighting the Hellscar blades. I believe they are of the Empire. Is that good? I mean, usually the Empire is not good. But the Empire is here to find Zexion. Alright, we can blow that down to connect to a part of the map that we've already been. And then this appears. So, if we got here before we got the arc plasma, we can't actually defeat it. But you can run away from it. That's no problem. But we need arc plasma in order to expose the weak point. And we get a power core from doing that. Oh, look out. Let's see. Power core allows guns to charge a powerful super shot. Wait without shooting your gun to charge. So that was already the case, that if I don't shoot my gun for a second, I can shoot a more powerful shot. This time, however, we wait a few seconds. There we like that, and the first shot I shoot is going to be more powerful. I'm just gonna wait for those bombs to blow this up. All right, missile container. Ah. We come across this. You know, maybe we'll just hold off on this until we, we're on our way to get the beta key. Let's not get distracted at this time. I could open this up, but the reason we're heading this way is to get that beta key. Now we're in a bit of a maze with some advanced tech, but we are getting closer to the beta key. Little maze with some slime creatures. They're just little slime friends. They don't know what they're doing. But, I mean, we have to kill them. Okay, there's some advanced tech right there. That's a dead end, but we do get some replenishment. Seems like I was already full up on missiles. 43. Don't have any mega bombs at the moment. And we get the phaser, push up against walls to pass through, which means this. So sometimes we come across a wall that's only 1 block wide, and this is the reason. We can now phase through them, which does open up a bunch of stuff for us now. Save. Let's see. We can go up to beta key, or like down and around for a missile. Let's just get that missile first. Hello? No, hello? There we go. Oh, And that does take us back out towards the beach where our landing pod is. So we are very close to that. Been a bit since we've seen our landing pod, but that's not what we're here for right now. We're here to get the beta key. Alright, head up here. We need that key. You doing okay, man? Alright, the fight's on. Fortunately, Siege was weakened. But he's still very tough. I would say he's probably the hardest boss fight in the game so far. He can sometimes do that. Just put a dent in that wall with our head. But fortunately, it does checkpoint us. Oh, almost had him. There we go. No, but Siege is leaving something behind, and we got to get out of here too. Siege is clearly a big fan of the philosophy of, "Nuh-uh, you didn't win." But we're still in the same area. Everything is wrecked, but we did get this X missile. Hold missile to charge attack based on gun. Cost 5 missiles. So this is an interesting thing. Hold the missile button to charge a super hard attack based on the current gun. Cost 5 missiles. Yeah, same description there. So, based on the weapon we're holding, if I charge that up, it does a different kind of missile attack. We can have a controllable missile. Right, so weapon options have now increased, though it does cost 5 missiles apiece to do that, but they are very powerful. So work our way back up. And turns out Siege left the beta key. Beta key obtained. We're back here. Well, we can just fit our way through here. Let's see, I'm thinking about what we want to do. Yeah. So there was something I skipped. I said we were really here for the beta key, but now that we have that, we might as well take a look at it. Right, this. So... Oh, right, I couldn't have opened this before fighting Siege, because you may notice that... Oh, no, I could have, because we could break that. I could have done that with the driller or with the controllable missile. So we can break that block and hit that to open this up. Right. And what is this? Alright, we're now at the very top of the map in a location called Exodia, which appears to be a floating spaceship just up here. And gravity's upside down. But I'm sure you noticed that. So you can't fall too far, otherwise this happens. So there's no danger of falling into space. So, why is there a spaceship just floating up here? Well, that's what we're going to find out. Go in these pipes. There's a missile container in there. Also, glowing green blocks. Those do damage. Let's try not to touch them. And it turns out, oh no, it's a ghost ship. Look at these ghosts. They're very sad about being ghosts. So now we have to try to think upside down. Right, and these things here will flip gravity. Also, the enemy ghosts can go through walls, which is very frustrating. Let's see about the snake. Oh, the snake's over there. I died. Oh, it didn't start me at the last save point. It started me here. It said, do you want to start at the beginning of the gauntlet? So it's kind of like this entire spaceship is a boss fight. So my shots can... Okay, my shot was able to go in there. Okay. About to say my shots can't go through walls. Whoop. Ah. Ah, okay, you got me. So, why are we doing this? Well, there is something useful we can get from this. Ow. Ow. There's a mega bomb in there, but I can't... If the gravity was the other way around, I would be able to slide in there, but it is not. I could tell that was coming. Alright, so we got to this, and that lets me reverse the gravity. It doesn't mean we're done with upside-down gravity. Just means that things are reversed now. Let's see. No, that was not right. I don't think that's right. Trying to remember the path to take here. I think I have to go back down here. Now, I don't think I can actually destroy those projectiles. At least not with the weapons I'm using. I guess I could try a mega bomb. See how that works. Nope. I'm always getting to that point with very little health left. I've died so many times on that, I'm wondering if I'm wrong about this location here. Am I supposed to go to the left? Would it be easier to do that? It doesn't look easier. I mean, I assume there's a way to do that without taking damage, but it was faster to get back here. And since we're out here, we can now get some health back, some missles. All right. Alright, now we can go up here. So the missile is right next to us. There's also a gravity changer above it. But we can't go directly there. We have to go through this. I also did shoot an energy thing here, which powered something up. But we do have to go through this location. Save point, but I can't use it because I'm upside down. Also, I'm pretty sure if I use that tube at the bottom right, that would eject me out to the outside, which is not where we want to go. We need to stay in here for the moment. We got these little rotating, these little fun blocks that we need to land on. There go. Well, I can't slide in there, as the gravity would need to be the other way around. But we do see that that is a boss door. Turn that upside down. Right, and that opened that up. Oh, I think I did destroy that with a mega bomb. That was just accidental. Because that ghost is still shooting at me through the wall. Which is no good. Because I do need to get back up there. Because... yeah, there was a gravity changer. Alright. So, after doing that, there is another opening into the spaceship. Over here. So we have some doors blocking an energy tank, and we do have those boss doors up there. And this door is closed. Okay. So we can't get in there yet. So I believe now that I reverse that gravity. Let's see. Well, if I do that, I just come back out here. So the goal here is to figure out how to get to those boss doors that we saw. Whoop. Let's see. How do we want to do this? Still can't get to that save point. So when it's like that, let's see. We can't go back the way we came. Right? Let's see. Well, we already got the missile container. So that's still open. Let's see, if I turn that green, I don't think from there, I don't think I'd be able to get in here, would I? Because you have that slide that you can only do when it's upside down. And even if I got up there, I would not be able to go through it. Yep. Nope. Hit my head. Well, I took too much damage. I might as well just go back out here. I'm wondering something. You can't do this, can you? No, you can't. Could you, like, move that around to the sensor? Yeah, I don't think you can do that. It would make things a lot easier if you could. Not how you had to do that? Nope. Try that again. Oh. My controller disconnected for a second. Hold on a second. All right, so here we're at the save point. Took a while to get here. But first time I'm here, I can't actually do it because I'm upside down. We have to reverse the gravity and then get back here, and then we can save. And then we can actually slide through this upper one. There we go. So this is the room that I've been trying to get to. But I needed the gravity to be like this to actually get here. Right, so now we have been in this room before, but since the okay, well, we got to the save point anyway. Can't jump off of it. There we go. Alright, so we've been in this room before, but the gravity was always the other way around. So now that it's like this, we can do this. And actually get into the boss room. And in the boss room, we find this. The G-Diffuser. Hold jump while falling to fall slowly. And someone is not happy that we took that. It's actually kind of funny how much easier the boss is than the level. So, G-Diffuser, it's this. We fall slowly. Like that. It helps when we're dealing with large areas that we have to fall down. And also, now these doors are open, letting me get the energy tank. So, okay. It took a bit. It took many deaths. But now Exodia is completed. This area, this dead spaceship up in the atmosphere of the planet. But how do we get off of Exodia now that we're done with it? Well, there's this. And how about that? It takes us right back to our pod, where we can save. Alright, so that's probably enough for Zexion for right now. Progress was made. We now have 2 of the 4 keys. We fought Siege, defeated him, but he got away. But we got that key, though Phantom is still missing. We got the lance. We got the power cartridge for to power up our first 2 weapons. We got the G-Diffuser, as you saw here. Was there anything else we got? Oh, yeah. Rocket slide. G-Diffuser. Description there. So we did get the rocket slide, which is also the phaser. We kind of forgot about that because right after the phaser was the fight with Siege. But we now do have the thing that lets us just phase through 1-block walls, which lets us get around to certain areas much easier and lets us get some secrets. But okay, now that we've done that, what else is there to do? Well, there's one more key that's on the map, which is down here, the Omega key. So we could go on our way for that. There's couple areas here that lead down, and we could see where those go to. But there's also some other stuff here to fill out. Now that we filled the map here out, we can see there's a whole bunch of missile containers here in Guardia. There's a whole lot of stuff. Oh, some more advanced tech. Maybe I could have gotten that one. So... Oh, also, we've been to the surface. And we see that the surface is a war zone. Much better underground. There's also the guy on the top of the Valahar with the missile box. We could try to take him on. So we could try to fill out some map that has not been filled out yet. Or we could go for the Omega Key. And figure out next time which one we want to do. I think I probably want to try to fill out the map here in Guardia and get the stuff. Because there is a lot of stuff there that we did not get yet. Maybe we'll do that. And then we'll head on down underground to see if we can get to this. Okay. So. And that's it for Zexion right now. We'll continue on.